Shalom. First, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakapadash. And we're going to get into it with what's going on in the news about this Epstein news that's going on. The Epstein files, emails. That the truth is coming out on these devils, man. These tiny hats, small hats, whatever you want to call them. The truth is coming all the way out on these fucking crackers, man. You know, they like to talk about the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Talking about they have fatiguers, you know, black fatigue, this, that, and the third. Well, we got pedo fatigue, man. And the number one culprit for messing with children is the so-called white man, Esau Edom. And the tribe of Amalek, man. The so-called Jews. So everything is coming out on these motherfuckers, man. There's no denying who the pervert or the earth is. No one does it better than Esau Edom, the so-called white man. And coming in at number 2 is the fucking Ishmaelites, man. You know, they love fucking with kids too, man. But the main culprit is this damn devil. You know, you do not want to leave your kids around the so-called white man or your dog, because he's gonna screw man, boy, woman, child, goat, dog, whatever the case may be. And everything is coming out on it, man. Esau has been exposed, man. This man, he's at the end. There's no way he can bounce back from this. You know, Sleazy E, his demise is near, man. This man is about to fall. He's been exposed globally, all over the world. He's no longer looked up as he's that guy. You know, he's one to be a role model after. No. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is the scumbag of the earth. And all these Epstein files are coming out. These emails is exposing everything that these devils doing. To where they eating flesh. You know, they're cannibals. And doing all kind of madness, man. All kind of, I shouldn't say madness, I should say wickedness. This man's immersed in wickedness. And he's not gonna change ever, man. You know, so you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans can sit there and, you know, thinking he's gonna change. He's gonna become someone special. You know, he's gonna be that new guy. You know, but he's the same old devil. That's one thing you tribes can't do. You can't change Esau Edom. I don't give a fuck how many times you invite him to the cookout and say, oh, he one of us. No. He's the damn devil, man. To put it bluntly, he is the devil that the scriptures speak about. And we're going to get some precepts. We're going to go to Habakkuk 2:4. It says, behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him. Yeah, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, his soul is not upright in him, man. It's not right. It's not righteous. He's an unholy vessel. You know, you invite this man over to your house. You know, he thinking about fucking your dog. He thinking about molesting your children. You know, he's like, oh, I'll help him to the bathroom, this, that, and the third, Leroy. And the whole time he got his hands down your little boy's pants, holding his penis for him, you know, helping him pee, man. Or he performing mouth circumcision, man. You know, drinking the blood off little boys' penises. This is what this man does, man. buy the shit. There's been all kind of accounts where these rabbits, if you know what I mean, where they give these infants mouth circumcision. When they cut them, they put their mouth on the penis and suck the blood. And here they is, they call themselves the so-called Jays. They should know that you shouldn't be even, drinking blood or putting your mouth on anything's penis. That goes to show you these people are not the true people of the Most High, man. Them people over in the land of IHOP are not the real Jays, man. They imposters, they sick, they demented, and they wicked as hell. And Yahweh Shai is coming back to straighten all this out, man. They've been going on too fucking long, man. Putting on as if they're the people of the Most High. They've been doing a horrible job at it, pretending they the people. And now they've been exposed in the files, man. But they ain't nothing but low down pieces of crap too. Let's go on. It says, but the just shall live by his faith. Yeah, the just will live by their faith, man. Because Esau, man, he's not right, man. He's outside the temple, man. This is the last person you want over you, man. He's the most disgusting heathen it is. The most diabolical heathen there is, man. He's the basis of men. He was the same piece of trash back when he was the Greeks, the Romans, and fast forward to now, he's an American. He's J-ish. He's a Spaniard. He's Australian. It's the same old. He's German. Whatever the case may be, but he's still the same old filthy, low-life, dirtbag devil, man. And he's quick to molest your children, man, or anybody else's children at that. So we're gonna keep on, man. This is Jeremiah 49:10. It says, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Yeah, Esau has been made bare by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. There's nowhere this devil can hide, man. He's done. The Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has exposed his secret hiding places. When he's in them groves, Bohemian Grove. When he's up in Davos, Wealth. World Economic Forum. Whether he's having his Bilderberg meetings. Council on Foreign Relations, Club of Rome. He's been exposed. He can no longer hide in the shadows and do his dirt like he used to. Everywhere you look, there's a camera, there's a whistleblower coming out on Esau Edom, man. He can't hide anymore. We know who, the men of the Lord, we know who run the earth. We know why the earth is in such turmoil and why the people are sick. We know, man. All through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, giving the men of the Lord first the inside scoop, so to speak, giving us the spirit to see, giving us the truth and find out who this devil really is. We know who the man of sin is now. So there's nothing left for this man to go down, man. This gospel's been preached to the four corners of the earth. We fell away. The nation of Israel fell away. come down, man. He's down. This is a very, very nasty, or very bad look on Esau Edom, man. The stain of the so-called white man. You know, so Esau's been made bare. You know, he can't hide himself and say, oh, you know, I'm a true American, I'm a Christian, I'm an evangelical. It's all come out on that you ain't nothing but the devil, man. And he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Let's go to Daniel 11 and 37. It says, neither shall he regard the power of his fathers, nor the desire of women, nor regard any power, for he shall magnify himself above all. Yeah, that's what the Edomite, the so-called white man, does, man. He has no desire for women. You know how Jake, we ride around, we looking at women, we think about women we want to screw, women we used to screw, women we trying to screw. You know, or the women we think about screwing her later on. You know, but not the so-called white man. He's thinking about, he's drawing photos, or he download porn of child pornography, man. CP. You know, he's downloading that or uploading it to the internet, man. And that's what gets him off. Drinking blood, torturing children, you know, having anal intercourse with little boys. This is what the so-called white man gets off on, man. And you devils, not you devils, but you dumbass Israelites, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, you get all buddy up with this man. And don't forget, you dumbass tribes. You when you was coming across the border, you was giving your children up to the murderer, man. Just throwing them over the fence. And now it's come out that, you know, they eat children, molesting them. And who knows where all the children, or the Israelite children that went missing from this man when they had that border surge, man. You know, they probably in some dungeon, you know, some dead, but you know, been in some sacrifices, been killed, they drink their blood, and that's what Esau does, man. You know, so I no longer, you know, once I got into this truth, started looking at Esau Edom as up to someone special, man. Once the spirit entered into me, and I started realizing that my eyes got open to, man, this man ain't nothing but a piece of shit, man. And you know, and he's the ultimate PDF file, man. The ultimate. Let's get another precept, man. This is Wisdom Solomon 12 and 5. It says, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh and the feast of blood. That's what Esau Edom does, man. And including the so-called Jays. You know, they get together, they get these kids, men and women, and they eat the flesh, man. Cannibalism. They drink blood. You know, it all goes back to their forefather, man. Esau Edom, the true Esau, you know, the true Esau, the brother of Jacob, you know, who gave his birthright up for a morsel of meat, man. You know, and that meat wasn't even all the way done, man. He still ate it. And so when you go to a restaurant, you see an Edomite cutting up a bloody steak and blood running all over the place, man. That is what these people do, man. Like I say, it's in their culture. It's in their nature, man. They eat and drink blood, man. And you damn niggas, you know, you strive to be like the so-called white man. But now you see your daddy, the devil, is nothing but a fucking piece of shit, man. He's scum. He's scum of the earth. You know? But if you want, man, you can check out the articles. It's everybody on YouTube is talking about it, exposing different various parts of the emails. And the truth is out, man. Esau's been made bare. He can't hide himself, man. You know? And like I said, it's all through the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know? Because this man, you know, he's exposing him for what he is, and it's time to take him down, man. And that's what it boils down to, man. You know, hey man, I pray this video was edifying to the elect. Hey, keep pushing, keep praying, man. We're almost out of here, man. We seen the downfall of our enemy, man. Esau Edom. You know, before I get out of here, I'm gonna give all praise and glory to